Hello listeners, welcome to Ensemble Daily News Analysis. I am Rakhi Kumari and today's topic of discussion are: first, Project Loon; second, Surrogacy in India; third, Law against social boycott. Now we start from Project Loon. Project Loon is a research and development project being developed by X with the mission of providing internet access to rural and remote areas. The aim of the project is to bring internet access to remote and rural areas poorly served by existing provisions and to improve communication during natural disaster of affected regions. How it works? The project uses high-altitude balloon placed in the stratosphere at an altitude of about 18 km to create an aerial wireless network with up to 4G LTE speeds. The balloons are maneuvered to float a wind layer after identifying the wind layer with the desired speed and direction. Users of the service are connected to balloon network using a special internet antenna attached to their building. The signal travels through the balloon network from balloon to balloon and then to ground-based station connected to an internet service provider, then on to global internet. The balloons use patch antennas, which are directional antennas, to transmit signals to ground station or LTE user. Some smartphones with Google SIM cards can use Google Internet service. How is it designed? The balloon envelopes used in project are made by Raven Aerostar and are composed of polyethylene plastic. The inflated balloons are super-pressure balloons filled with helium and they carry a custom air pump system dubbed the cross that pumps in or releases air to blast the balloon and control its elevations. A box contains circuit boards that control the system, radio antennas and a ubiquitous networks rocket M2 to communicate with other balloons and with internet antennas on the ground and batteries to store solar power so the balloon can operate during the night. Each balloon's electronics are powered by an array of solar panels producing 100 watts of power. A parachute attached to the top of envelope allows for a controller descent and landing when a balloon is ready to be taken out of service. The balloons are equipped with automatic dependent surveillance, broadcast and so can be publicly tracked with the call sign HBAL. Impact of Project Loon on Earth. If all the mechanisms of the project are functioning as planned, then every single person would be able to search for almost any form of media online. Farmers in remote concern of world countries would be able to research and analyze multiple techniques. Collaboration between people across the globe will become much easier with the constant connectivity to each other through the internet and allowing newer, more complicated projects. Challenges faced by Google Project Loon. Price point. Google will need to determine how to make this project economically feasible for low density, economically constricted areas. Power wattage. Project Loon systems are currently set to generate 100 watts from solar power and will impose strict power limits on the both transmitter and on-board electronics, making viability even more challenging. Operational obstacles. Challenges include developing algorithms to appropriately map balloons' position, determining a good strategy to deal with inclement weather, and addressing the concern of relying on the non-renewable resources, helium, among other challenges. The second topic is the surrogacy in India. Surrogacy is a method or agreement whereby a woman agrees to carry a pregnancy for another person or persons who will become the newborn child's parent after birth, or is needed in the case where the mother can't bear the child. The reasons can be anything ranging from not having such mechanism or not having the wish to go through the pain. Mechanism of surrogacy. Surrogacy can be two types. First, commercial surrogacy, which intends at surrogate mother being paid for it, and second, altruistic surrogacy, in which the surrogate receives no compensation beyond reimbursement of medical and their reasonable expenses. Methods of surrogacy. Traditional surrogacy, which involves natural or artificial insemination of the surrogate. Gestational surrogacy, in which embryo created by IVF technology is implanted in a surrogate. Then in such cases, embryo is created by four methods: using intended father's sperm and intended mother's egg, using intended father's sperm and donor egg, using intended mother's egg and donor sperm, and a donor embryo. Surrogacy in India. Before Surrogacy Regulation Bill 2016, India had any hard and fast rule of surrogacy. It was mainly for monetary issues. To put an end to such unruly things, Minister of Health and Family Welfare released Surrogacy Regulation Bill 2016. The aspects of the bill are: it prohibits commercial surrogacy but allows altruistic surrogacy. That is, no monetary expenses other than medical and insurance will be paid to the surrogate. The couple should have a certificate of eligibility, that is, they must have Indian citizenship and be married for at least 5 years. They should be in age range of 25 to 50 female and 26 to 55 male. The couple shouldn't have any surviving child. This doesn't include a child who is mentally or physically challenged or suffer from life-threatening diseases. A certificate of essentiality will be issued which includes a certificate of proven infertility of one or both member of the couple and insurance coverage for the surrogate mother and order to pregnant and custody of surrogate child. The surrogate mother must be a close relative of the intending couple, be an ever married having a child of her own, be 25 to 35 years old, be a surrogate only once in her lifetime, and possesses certificate medical and psychological fitness for surrogacy. Surrogacy clinics can't undertake surrogacy related procedures unless they are registered by appropriate agency. The central and state government shall constitute the National Surrogacy Board and the State Surrogacy Board respectively. The bill specifies a range of offences and penalties for exploiting the bill, like indulging in commercial surrogacy or exploiting the surrogate or selling or purchasing human embryo. Penalty up to 10 lakh rupees and up to 10 years can be imposed. The bill prohibits single-parent, homosexual couple and live-in relationship partners. The strictness of surrogacy will open gates for adoptions. The last topic is Maharashtra, the first state to have law against social boycott. The former President Pranab Mukherjee gave his assent to the Maharashtra Prohibition of People from Social Boycott Bill 2016. The Act lists over a dozen types of actions that may amount to social boycott, which has been made a criminal offence punishable with imprisonment up to 3 years or a fine of rupees 1 lakh or both. The law recognizes the human rights dimension to issues of social boycott as well as the varied forms in which it occurs in a caste-based society. It also takes into account discrimination on the basis of morality, social acceptance, political inclination, and sexuality. It even makes it an offense of create cultural obstacles by forcing people to wear a particular type of clothing or use a particular language. In India, parallel forms of justice called Caste Panchayat in Maharashtra and Khaf Panchayat in Haryana use social ostracism to punish citizen who defies conventional social hierarchies and exclusionary mores. Their extrajudicial councils were formed to protest and possession of the upper caste. So, the principles of equality and non-discrimination are not practiced. These preparators found it easy to bend the rules and evade punishment. Maharashtra has taken a step to become first India state that recognizes social ostracism as an outright crime. Dhanyavad.